represents Team D from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing at 153 pounds, Tyler And in the blue corner, weighing in at 162 pounds, representing Vision MMA from Cincinnati, Ohio, Zachary.
You know, I think the boos are actually undefeated tonight.
I was going to say, we're getting a lot of boos tonight.
I think every person that's been booed has won.
You go to a fight to cheer on your friends, so you boo the other guy.
Not my thing, but
Woo!
I think that was just a slip there. Mangicaro, clearly the longer of the two. Both these guys coming out orthodox.
Good kick.
Wow.
Just kind of manhandled to the ground there. He's landing some good right hands.
Almost a body lock type.
Got to be careful there with that takedown. He could have got triangle choke.
Yeah, not a good idea of reaching underneath the long legs of Mangicaro.
Yeah.
But he survived it.
He's doing a good job. He's all over Mangicaro.
Yeah, up, down, up, down.
Not trying to give him a break. Really looking to test his conditioning. But Mangicaro doing a great job. Look, he's right back to his feet right now.
Yeah, everyone is so content right now to just have an overhook and try to punch with the overhook.
Doing a good job of working it to the ground every time, but Mangicaro's doing a good job of working his way back to his feet. See those little short left hand punches in there trying to keep Mangicaro honest.
Yeah, Mangicaro needs to create some space, work up, use the cage to walk his back up. It's easier said than done, though.
Got his back. He's trying to get the hooks in. Mangicaro needs to do a good job of not letting him get those hooks in.
Graves actually reaches down and pulls his shin
Yeah,
with his hand.
that was pretty interesting there. He pulled his foot in with his hand. You don't see that too often.
Nah.
Mangicaro's got to work to get that hip out. He's got to try and get that left leg out.
Yeah, Graves looks like he's on this choke. He's fighting the hands. This is a really bad spot for Mangicaro.
He's got to, if he can't get him flatten him out like there we go. That's even better for him, I think, to push himself back. That's better than being flattened out.
Yeah, absolutely.
He needs to work to get his back flat on the mat right now. And he's in a bad spot. Use that cage right there to try and get your back flat. He's doing a great job. A lot of people don't realize he's holding that left hand. You can't choke somebody with one hand. Very, very difficult. So if he can hold that left hand, he's not going to get choked very often. You can tell it's not comfortable.
Yeah, he was trying to use the cage to get his back flat to the mat, but Graves actually switched to that body triangle.
Yep.
I think now Mangicaro actually needs to move his hips and get the other side.
He has to get to the other side to keep the pressure off on that foot. He's got to position himself around, push that to where he can actually do it. Now that's what he can do. If he goes to his right, he can take the pressure off on that foot. However, there's only 10 seconds. I would just try to get choked out.
Yeah, I would turtle up right now if I were Mangicaro. I'd take a head start on the breathing. Graves dominated that. Mangicaro was able to survive. There's some success in that, getting out of that terrible position.
What's being said here? Are you catching that?
Graves doesn't have a cup in.
How was that not noticed until now? What are they going to do?
Maybe a fault on Mooney came over and said, stand up. He knew right away. He said, do you have a cup in? He said you cannot fight without a cup.
Well, what are they going to do now?
I think
Get another fighter's cup from the back
Pinder
and let him use it.
Pinder just ran to grab it.
I know, but I mean, how's he going to put it on over the top?
Slip it down in there, brother. Everybody turn your back around. Mooney says, I ain't doing it.
Here's the thing. How would you ever not fight with a cup on?
Why?
Have you ever fought without a cup on?
No, I won't even spar or roll
I
without a
remember
cup.
when I first started rolling, I was like, I don't want to wear a cup. I can't move as well. And I got kneed in the nuts, and I stopped practice that day and left and went and bought a cup. Never rolled with that one.
For every jiu-jitsu class and everything?
Yeah.
Me,
I mean,
yeah.
Unless I forget it or something, but then I definitely wouldn't think of fighting with it. Good attempt for a takedown right here.
Graves is just a dog. He's so excited to be in here in this fight.
Yeah.
He made a point in between rounds before we had the cup incident to look at us and say, I feel effing amazing, and smile.
I like hearing that. He's a guy who's just out here having fun. He's doing what he loves to do.
Yeah, he's dominating so far.
He's so ballsy he doesn't even need a cup.
No pun intended.
Yeah. I like to see a good knee to the body right there.
Oh, yeah. Good break and throw from Mangicaro, but Mangicaro has spent this whole fight carrying the weight of Tyler Graves. He's a little tired.
It's going to have to wear him out at some time.
Mangicaro walking down Graves now.
Oh, good right hand by Mangicaro.
Good hits. Graves immediately level changes.
I think Mangicaro needs to keep this fight on his feet if he wants to have a chance of winning.
Yeah, he needs to circle off the cage.
Yeah, he needs a break right now. I don't want him to be in tight trying to throw dirty boxing right now. I'd like to see him try and break and get away.
Absolutely.
You can tell he's got a little bit better, cleaner strikes right now.
Good knees to the body. Just needs to posture off a little bit. Just back up a little bit if you're Tyler Mangicaro.
Yep, there's not enough distance right there.
Good knee to the body there. Now Graves is looking over at his corner.
Yeah, he looks like he does not like what's going on. The referee might step in here.
Wow.
He has to fire back or pull guard or shoot or something because he's in some serious trouble right there. Good job.
Good job of shooting. On his knees. He's not going to be able to finish on his knees, but Mangicaro's legs are real tight together.
Almost had a desperation shot in there.
This might be over. No, good job there of moving the hips for Tyler Graves. Or excuse me, Zachary Graves.
He's got to push him away with those feet. He can't just sit here and take those. He's got to push him away. There you go, pull four guard.
Yeah.
You got to either be far away or real close.
That's one or the other. That's what I said. He either push him away or he's got to pull him in tight. You can't have a loose open guard in this situation. He's doing a better job of trying to tie up the arms right now. That's much better than this protecting your head.
Mangicaro is
How much time do we have?
tired. 15 seconds. You can see it on the face of Tyler Mangicaro how tired he is, but he's just throwing right back. He's a
He's
dog.
doing the right thing. He's going after it with all he has right now.
Yeah, great heart from both of these guys. What a fight.
man.
Wow. What do you think? Do you think that could have possibly been a 10-8 round?
I think so.
I think so, too. I could see it.
But round one was just 10-9, right?
Yeah, 10-9
If
Graves,
I were a
round
betting
one.
man, that's what I'd go with. I'm saying he's down right now by a point. And here's the thing. He has to get this fight to the ground and try to grind out a victory or at least a draw. But look over at the other side. Look at that look on the face of Mangicaro. I mean, he looks like he's dead to the world right now. He shows so much heart by continuing to throw punches like that.
Mangicaro is showing it right now.
Oh, I know. You should have seen his face a minute ago. He had just a look of pain in his face.
My man has no poker face. He's wearing it. He doesn't care.
Luckily, I don't think it matters at this point. He's like, look, I'm dead tired. So are you. I'm going to try and hit you in the face. You're going to try and take me down. Who's going to win? There's no guesswork in what's happening right here.
The third period, the one with the most heart. That's what Dan Gable says. We'll see.
You know, I didn't notice any this round, any look over, and I'm loving this. You know,
Nah, yeah. A little bit more reserved right now in the corner.
Probably didn't have the energy to like, it was too much energy to use. Hey, and I've been there before, I understand.
Graves getting instruction from his coach, Jeremy Pender. Before the third and final round, what a fight.
This has been really good, man, both guys. I'd like to see Graves really work on this level change as he comes in. Mangicaro, I want to see the level change and finish the takedown.
Good kick to the body there from Zach Graves. And now Mangicaro's on the cage. He's walking off, though.
We don't really know that the judges are going to score that second round 10-8. So,
No.
I mean, really, this, I mean.
Well, because, I mean, you know, Graves did have early takedowns. He was
Yep.
doing well,
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
it wasn't like it was a one-sided beatdown.
These leg kicks are hurting for Zachary Graves. What a fight, man. And again, Mangicaro just kills his own range.
He smothered himself right there. He punched right into a clinch, which
Yeah,
he
that's
doesn't want to be in the
unfortunate.
clinch.
Yeah, not only punch into a clinch, he punched into double overhooks.
Yeah, it was, you know, I'd like to see him stay more outside, come off, cut angles as he's throwing punches and coming straight forward.
It takes time to learn those things. you
Yeah,
know?
and that's what these amateur fights are all about.
The one thing that you can't learn, though, that both of these guys have is heart.
Yeah, you don't learn that. You either break or you don't, and they're not breaking.
Wow, this local crowd is coming alive for Tyler Mangicaro.
That was very well timed by Graves.
Yeah, we'll see if he's able to finish here.
Yeah, he waited for Tyler to come in and he shot in. Here's the problem. If he doesn't use that fence to try and get this takedown, he might just waste an awful lot of energy right there. Great takedown defense. Just being real long is Mangicaro.
Right here in his own corner is Zachary Graves. It's a bad spot for Mangicaro to be.
But nobody's really landing anything right now. That's a hard part. Who's winning in this situation?
Good knee there. Mangicaro doing a great job of stuffing the head.
Right now, I'm thinking Mangicaro's in the driver's seat, landing some very good strikes.
I think so. At this exact moment, I think Mangicaro's winning. On the
If
scorecard.
Graves doesn't get some form of a takedown, I don't see how he's going to win this. Especially
Wow.
with knees coming.
Good job.
Most of those are being blocked, but
20 seconds left.
like I said, Graves doing a great job of blocking these knees, but he's still losing the fight.
What?
Wow.
Wow. You know, I think both fighters learned a lot that fight.
Absolutely.
What an emotional roller coaster of a fight.
And Tyler really learned how to dig down deep right there after facing some serious adversity in the first round.
Think back to that first round. Tyler was body triangled with the rear naked sunk in. And he did a great job of coming and attacking two hands on one to get the proper defense.
Yeah.
Switching his hips over to fight out of that body triangle. I mean, what a fight.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, all three judges score the fight 29-28, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Tyler.
That means there was no 10-8.
Yeah, that kind of surprises me, but, you know, I can see that. Well, like we talked about earlier, that means that they did, really, in my opinion, a good job of judging the whole round and not just the last few seconds of the round. You know, you might judge the last minute of the round. It's the whole entirety of the round is what they're supposed to do. A lot of people don't do it. It's whoever's win at the last few seconds wins the round, but it shows me they understood that.